the Blazer is now plated and legal and ready to be on the road, but there's a couple things I want to do first, things I do anytime I get a vehicle that I'm going to go ahead and do to it now. Alright, so like I said, nothing too fancy. Oil change, needs it for sure. Got our STP filter. I will link all of this stuff in the description so that you guys can get it if you have the same vehicle. Air filter, clearly. We have a cap and rotor. It's a very typical Chevy issue, especially with these engines. So I'll walk you through how to replace that. And then it definitely needed some windshield wipers. So got those as well. So the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and drop the old oil. And now we wait. For some reason, the oil is not draining down inside of the pan. This is great. This is super great. This is perfect. All right, it's a little trick of the trade here. I take a little bit of new oil while our oil pan bowl is still off. It's finished draining, but we're gonna pour some new oil down there, and what that's gonna do is it's just gonna kind of clean out any of the old oil that's kind of stuck up inside. So I'm gonna pour some of that down or fill up here, and of course I missed. Well, so basically what I just found out is the little top on the oil drain pan that allows all the oil to drain was actually closed. Yep. Perfect. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and pull the oil filter now. Right up under this little flap. And there it is, right up in there. Quaker State. Take a little old oil, just go around that seal nicely. There it is, right up in there. Calls for 4.5 quarts of our stup here. Oh, hey, it helps if you take off the cap before you try to break that. There we go. I feel like there's about a quart left in there, so we're gonna just check and see where we're at. Oh, come on. Go home. Oh, that's like perfect. Helps to move the wheel chocks. So basically what happened was this little guy was pushed all the way down, which wasn't letting anything through, and so we just filled up the top of this, and the only way it was draining was the tiny little hole that I've added for extra drainage. Yeah, that's why it looks like a Subaru just parked here. So all right, next let's get something else easy out of the way. Go ahead and change the air filter. We're gonna pull that out of here. Oh yeah. You know, this ain't actually half bad, but we're down here, so we're gonna replace it anyways. There we go. Alright, so we're going to get to pulling off this cap here. This distributor cap. Now, we want to make sure all of our wires are staying in the same sequence. So we're going to be careful about that. But they should just pull off. They should just pull off. Yep, I really don't know how I'm going to get to that one. Well, goes without saying, make sure you got the right tools before you tackle a job. This is the only T15 I have, and I need to get back behind the firewall to get the back bolt off of the cap of the distributor. So this is just not going to fit. Just can't get the right angle. So I'm going to go get some T15 or some Torx bolts tomorrow, and yeah, we'll do it in the morning. So at least got the oil change and the new air filter in. So something you totally haven't seen on this channel be done before. All right, well, see you in the morning. All right, so right now it is bright and early in the morning, and I'm going to head over to Harbor Freight to grab some of those Torx bits, so, or something, smaller screwdrivers, something. We'll figure it out. So. Should be right in here. $5.99. That's exactly what I need. Alright, I am now headed back. I had to stop and grab a couple things for the ladies. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and change that cap and rotor. And then at 2 o'clock today, I have an appointment over at Benton Baker Chevy to go in and get an alignment on this thing, because it is pretty bad. So that is the agenda for the day. We're gonna go ahead and attempt to get this cap and rotor off. I always make these really hard to get off. Wait, that was not bad. This is the right angle, and this is what we need. So we're gonna try and get this off. Look at there. That'll do. Yep, there's one. Real small little screws. I think it's loose. Yep, there it is. Got them both. So now we just have to get our plug wires out. Now because we're messing with this, I should have done this already, but I'm gonna go ahead and undo the battery because I am known to shock myself. There we go. Our firing order. So there's one. Okay, those are all inside of a piece here, so I'm not too worried about those. There, those three are gonna sit in the right order just fine. No, we're just gonna pull them out and set them in order. And there's three. All right, those are all set right in order. Our distributor here. All right. Now we're gonna keep in mind which way this cap is facing, so that way it matches perfectly. Our new cap, and there's our old one. All right, put our cap in there. And I say let's go ahead and put this down. Alright, well, that's in now. Just need to reattach our battery and we should be good to go. Alright, now given we did everything right, this should just fire right up. Not only is it running, but the check engine light is gone. That is awesome. Alright, now I just gotta change on these old windshield wipers, then that's pretty much all I had for this video. So. Okay, so here's the situation. I drove it around for a little bit, and check engine light did come back. So forget all your celebrating that the check engine light just mysteriously went away. It came back for cylinder 1 misfire. So I am going to go ahead and replace the plug. I'm not sure if that will solve it, but we're going to go ahead and just do that anyways. I don't have time right now because I do have to get over to the Chevy dealership to get my alignment done. And yeah. Alright, so to change spark plugs on this vehicle, you actually have to get up under the wheel well, right behind this flap. And there's one of them there. There's one right there. And the one that I actually need to get to, there it is, right there. So it's not the worst, but it's a little tight. All right, so I'm going to the dealership right now to go get that alignment. After that, I'm gonna stop by the auto parts store, grab some spark plugs, and hopefully that fixes our issue. And then we'll call it a day. But otherwise, we're on our way. Be there in about 10 minutes. So here we go. So just over here. Well, 2 hours later, and all I got was a free estimate and a number. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so they can't do the alignment because of a bunch of things that need to be replaced. And they quoted me at, I don't even remember. So basically, I just got quoted at a lot of money. Inner tie rods, toe sleeves on both sides, upper control arms, outer tie rods, both, idler arm, and the alignment itself. So yeah, I got quoted at $1,826.56. Yep, I can buy all those parts and do it myself for about $300 at most, so that might be a video in the future, how to take an $1,800 quote and turn it into $300 out of pocket if you do it yourself. I'm going to go ahead and replace on that spark plug in cylinder 1 though, and we're going to see if we can get rid of that misfire. If not, we'll go even further in another video. But spark plug, and then this video will finally be over, I promise. Alright, spark plug is located right back in here. I'm really good at working on vehicles when they're super hot. There we go. Get that out. Alright, let's see how easy this is to get out. Might need my... So I did recently purchase this 5/8 Duralast knuckle specifically for spark plugs, because 9 out of 10 spark plugs are the 5/8, and having this knuckle is it's a life changer. Yep, I think we're on it. Nope, we're not. Yep, we are. Almost need another extension up in there. That was violent. Well, it is very hot because it was just on the road. That makes sense. Cool. Let's put our new in it. There we go. Let's tighten her up a little bit. All right, let's see how much, or if any at all, difference was made. Definitely still hear the miss. So at this point, thoughts are, oh my gosh, I'm dropping everything. Or could be the wire. Wires could be bad. At that point, you're just not getting a good connection. And the spark plug didn't look that bad. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's something simple like the wire. I really hope it's not something complicated like the injectors. We're just gonna go from there. I think the next thing I'm gonna replace is wires. So we'll see if those are just bad. They don't look new by any means. So they very well could be OEM original. So we'll go from there. To be continued. That's where we're at. To be continued. See you in the next video.